Shalom Avram Shira Miron. The receiving of the Torah tonight at Hag HaShavuot, we see it in the very verse of Shabbos morning davening. Yismach Moshe b'matanat chelko ki even ne'eman karatalo kli tifer b'rosho natata b'ma'amada al Har Sinai. That verse, if you take it apart piece by piece, we're going to translate it right now. We're going to see the receiving of the Torah. It's outrageous. First of all, Yismach Moshe, the first word Yismach can be split in half. Yesh Moach. There is a brain. The brain of the Mashiach, the brain that reincarnates many generations. Yesh Moach Moshe. It's the brain of Moses, and it keeps coming back. But Matanat Chelko, he was happy in the giving of his gift. What's his gift? His gift is his own spark of God, his own divine spirit that will not die, and that every person has one of those. Some are bigger than others, obviously, but that was Moses's Yismach. Yesh Moach Moses, but Matanat Chelko, he was happy. Ki even ne'eman karata lo, because he was called a faithful servant to God. That was his big joy. He had this piece of soul that made him a faithful servant to God. Now, Tiferet, everybody knows in Kabbalah, is the heart, but it says the vessel of Tiferet was all the way up in his brain. In other words, his heart and his mind had become a unified force. You have a certain amount of power in your heart. You have power in your brain. You have power in your hands. You have power in every organ and every cell of your body. But if you put all that power into one place, it becomes a torch, a laser for God, a beam of light, which were shining from Moses' head when he came down with these two tablets of the Ten Commandments. So, Klil Tiferet Barosho, the vessel of beauty, balance, and what's called Tiferet, or truth, was all the way up in his head. So that meant that he had elevated his lower body to be at the level of his mind. That means he was one mind, and one mind attached to God. When he stood before God at Mount Sinai, that's what he was doing up there for 40 days and 40 nights. You don't need to eat or drink when God is downloading you thousands of pages of Torah. And all the Torah that would come out of it, Moses knew most of it. Rabbi Nachman says not every single diuk of every single halacha and hasidut and Kabbalah, but he got a lot more than just the 5 books of Moses. And that was the giving of the Torah to Moses. And that's what we're celebrating tonight. And that giving of the Torah to Moses happens to every Jew if we can just elevate that lower part of ourselves, the lower desires, the fallen fears, and put all that power for 1 second into our mind. You're going to have a different mind. You're going to have a mind focused and shining with the light of God. And that's what I want to bless everybody tonight. When you receive the Torah again, it's new tonight. It's never happened before at this time, in this place, and in this world, in this moment in history. You should be blessed to receive the Torah and to share it and to give over everything that you have to others, and their light will continue out further and further until this whole world is filled with the light of Hashem. Hag Sameach.